here. It's just, it's sort of is this example of uh, the Republicans not being able to do anything that is acceptable anymore. They repealed Obamacare last night, they said. So why am I? I'm not happy. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Hillary asked him her husband's rape accusers leave. She leaves to see what's their response on that. Josh Ernest asked him gun laws prevented San video shooting and agree with his answer on that. And President mocked us for being afraid of widows and orphans. So he was wrong and we right. Right now, and why? Because it pays to be asked to people, so it's more on trivia and lots more. Or do we supposed to play more on trivia, or never mind, I won't say it. Anyways, this is me, LHMusic, and the Time Factor crew, we are back, because I'm inside my OSC shirt, and pants and tie and what have you, because I gotta get ready for Christmas at the cathedral later on tonight, so you just revealed that. Anyways, we're live at Creighton University, and this is the LH Music Time Factor Radio Show, and Mr. Avery. Let's get the theme music, shall we? Let's do it! Somebody's gotta say it. That's why LHMusic and the Time Factor crew are inside your radio set. That's what real conservators lives here. This is the LHMusic Time Factor Radio Show. Oh, from Creighton University Hospital in Omaha, Nebraska, it's LHMusic and the Time Factor crew. You know the president of those and orphans is talking about the refugees. As I pointed out on my show, after he said, what, Mr. President, we're not afraid of widows and orphans, as long as we know who you are. However, in the Middle East, many women, especially widows and husband was, I don't know, killed because of jihadi militant or a terrorist. Then I am afraid of those widows. And women play a very important role in the radicalization of, you know who, Islamists in the Middle East. Well, now we know. We have a huge story today. San Bernardino. Investigators are involving the wife. So they say there was a very serious possibilities that he was radicalized by his wife. Investigators also believe that the couple plans to step into shooting at social services would have disabled when they killed in shootout with authorities 2 miles away. Little is known about his wife's background prior to her meeting. However, U.S. officials confirmed that the two men became engaged with traveled to Saudi Arabia September 2013. Malik, a Pakistani citizen, applied for a K-1 visa with American Embassy in Islamabad and traveled to Saudi Arabia that July to bring her to the U.S. The Saudi Embassy in Washington was confirmed that it lasted 9 days. So he met her and married her in 9 whole days. Okay, well, oh well, it's an interesting point. Just asking what it was. Are we afraid of widows? Yes, Mr. President. Yes, we are afraid of widows and orphans, Mr. President. If they're Islamicists. By the way, she had more screening than the emergency screening that we given to Syrian refugees. So now how do you feel about the president's plan, huh? How do you feel about the president being more refugees here? He's bringing more Syrian refugees here. They're very little screening, meaningful screening. He's excusing the Islamicists and their killings. He's ignoring at best border problems. And he is refusing to bomb the ISIS strongholds. May I ask a question, Mr. President? When you see he's bringing refugees in, he excuses the killings, he ignores our borders, and he refuses to bomb the strongholds of ISIS. Who does this president really think you are? Huh? Us? Or them? You decide for yourself. And maybe it's just me. According to Fox News, I want to know this one because who is to blame? The Muslim leader points it out at the U.S. trying to, who terror attacks. It's the same thing as Paris last month, and now my hometown, San Bernardino, California, like me and my dad, and Quincy and Marcus used to go there years ago. And now look what happens. It changes everything. Shooting. Killing. What kind of crazy crap are we? I can't get it. I was reading the newspaper last night. Or what have you. And I was doing my LH Music and Cassandra on the Blaze Television Network last Wednesday night, just before I do something for my choir rehearsal at First Baptist. And I mean to tell you, it makes me mad. It really, really, really makes me mad. This is so stupid.
Extra illegal, extra super illegal.
This is really, really dumb.
Really ridiculous.
This whole ridiculous.
Well, and you say every time they're asked about this, will this gun law prevent? Well, there's no way to tell. We don't know. We'll know, but still, we got to do something. No, we don't have to do this.
No, we don't have to do this. Here's what we have to do.
Where did this guy go to Mars?
Where did this guy go to Mars?
Where is
this man's mosque?
That's what we have to.
That's what I have to say. We need to. You know who is standing by the guy? Can we throw the picture yesterday, the day before yesterday, when we have the care press conference.
Yeah. Okay. Throw up the picture.
Come on with the picture. First of all,
yesterday I said on this program.
Yesterday on LH Music and Cassandra on the Blaze Television Network, I said, what kind of creature happened? What are the odds? That care was called. I'll tell you what care is, according to Fox News. Because the Muslim leader from CARE tells CNN the liberal. And it says America bears some blame for terror attacks. You think it's so smart about a Muslim leader from CARE telling the whole world about America bears some blame for terrorist attacks? Quote this from Fox News. America bears some of the blame for the bloody wave of Islamic extremism that has brought terrorism into, San Bernardino, Paris, and all other locations around the world, according to a spokesman for the Council of who, American Islamic Relations. He said last Friday on CNN, the liberal, his name was Hussam Alouche. He was responsible for the LA chapter. And he says that who, that has helped fuel the rage that drives Muslim radicals to kill in the name of faith. In the name of... It actually, you have no clue whatsoever. The public about care got together.
Let me show you. See this guy?
Let me show you.
There's the brother-in-law.
That's the brother-in-law.
The guy.
I think it's the guy with the beard on. The white beard. Yeah, we got it. He is the translator for the blind sheik.
That's who that is.
Seriously, that's what it is.
The translator
for the blind sheik.
And we're supposed
to believe
that everything is good.
Everybody's good. Oh no.
So this
organization of care
was
was notified with his
advance.
advance.
We held back the information
so they could have the press conference.
And who's at the press
Who's the
conference
press conference
to
that
make
makes
us
us feel good, huh?
The
The
translator
translated the
of
blind sheik.
I heard on
Oh,
CBS
Lord
this
have
morning,
mercy.
That these people might be terrorists, but this was not terrorism. What? That was the that's the new spin.
You can't be serious.
I guess the theory is they were planning a big attack, and then he went to the Christmas party and got angry and came back and just killed the people there.
Oh, hello.
So they were terrorists.
Oh, Lord.
So this is worse. Because that shows how much Islamists hate Christians.
Oh, really?
The president is currently going to
walk
something that
around,
says
long,
only
yeah.
the Yazidis are in trouble with ISIS.
Ugh.
The Christians aren't marked.
Mm.
I'm
telling you right now, the Christians are marked, literally marked with the Arabic N for Nazarene.
It looks like a U
with the dot is. That means end. That means the Nazarene. And they're literally marking them in Syria and Iraq.
And
He says this.
They're
not under attack would be marked. Yes, they are. Now you're saying that the latest spin from the White House is he went to a Christmas party, but got angry at the Christmas party and decided, I'm not going to tell everybody. Goodness gracious. You must be out of your mind.
From some media analyst on CBS talking about
Oh, God.
What they're trying to do.
So President Obama trying to do something very stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
So President Obama has done very stupid.
But abandoned their plan because they got angry at a Christmas party, came home and just
got angry, huh?
People, and that was it. That's why I pulled that. Yeah,
Boring.
And all the bombs. So it wasn't meant to be these people.
Hey, haven't you heard anything else?
Why have they not
crashed this mosque?
We
We
know
for two eyewitnesses, two neighbors.
One
says it was all the time during the day.
The other
neighbor says
they were in the garage
in the middle of the night.
And we didn't know
what they were doing.
And
that woman,
they both said
the same thing.
We
didn't alert the police because we didn't want to look like we were ISIS. We don't say anything to say what racial profiling.
It's working
perfectly, you know. Explain this to me.
Well, that's part of the Islamist plan is to make Americans to make Americans feel guilty about reporting anything suspicious. This is according to the project.
Yeah, this is the project, you know.
The project is an internal memo from the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about.
Through organizations like CARE that coined the term Islamophobe. And they are using that term Islamophobe. This is in their internal documents on how to defeat the United States of America. Call people Islamophobes. Call them racist and racial profilings. That is part of their literal blind. So much. That people are afraid to report any right.
Yes.
By the time
it comes from you know who.
Look it up in the book.
Let me look at the book. I can't even spell it.
Final action. By the time it hits this point, it's too late
because the Americans are so weakened
and they have
infiltrated every single level
of our
government. That it's just too late.
By the time you start to say,
okay, fine, okay, wait a minute, there's something here. They're inside.
Now, how could you possibly say they're inside everything? That couldn't happen. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
They just held the name for you so care
to get the character with the blind sheik translator
and the terrorist
families
to have a
press conference.
That sounds pretty
It sounds insane to me.
So the last phase is total confrontation. It's according to the book. It is about Islam.
Yeah,
and we talk about the plan and the what is it? 7 phases that they're in. We're in phase 6, total confrontation.
Yeah, exactly.
The next phase is definitive victory. And they say victory A global caliphate will happen by 2020. Total confrontation. This is an old document, by the way. Total confrontation was scheduled to arrive 2016 to 2019. They've made every single step. 2000 to 2003 is the Muslim awakening. 2003 to 2006 is opening of eyes. 2007 to 2010, arising and standing up. 2010 and 2013 is the collapse of the Middle East. 213 to 216 is the caliphate. Total confrontation is next. The shocking rise of the caliphate will instigate the fight between the believers and the non-believers. This, in the terrorist view, will be the West's final dying breath to confront the growing Islamic armies. The West will muster all of its technological capabilities and advantages to destroy the caliphate and many thousands of Muslims who have volunteered to fight on its behalf. Then the last phase. The caliphate will triumph over the West.
Yes.
The stunning victory will convince the many millions of Muslims who have remained on the fence to join the Islamic State. Then, 1.5 billion Muslims strong, the caliphate will be the world's lone superpower. Does it all sound absurd? Well, consider that as the printing of this book in 2015, a decade after the plan was first published, the first 5 phases have been right on schedule.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You have to.
You have to.
You don't have
You don't have this book yet.
Every
Every
American,
American,
and every congressperson,
every senator should have this book. It is about Islam.
I released it over the summer.
Glenn Beck released it over summer because
I felt this was the phase.
I felt with this phase, this was the
I've said
the economic calamity coming, Islamic calamity,
and
and domestic calamity.
And what I mean
about this is the three things
that
change your world and change them forever. If you're not prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually for these three things,
you're going
to find yourself in a heap of trouble. It's going to be soon.
And the
first one is
Islamic.
The first one is economic instability.
And
that one could happen from any major disruption.
Another September 11th, and that one will happen
again.
It could happen in the next 5
whole years just by itself.
But I think it's going to hit a tipping point
because why?
Profound
war
or
profound terrorist strike was global in its nature.
The second one is Islamic instability. When I first started talking about this, we weren't in global. We have Paris,
we have San Bernardino,
and I
talk about this. This is going to stop happening. I warned it was going to start happening in France.
And that's where it started. And then the third one, is domestic instability. And because
while the shooting in San Bernardino would have not paid as much attention to this is what happened on college campuses. Paying attention. The book is about Islam.